Bean evaluation. I'm a huge fan of these. So some of the things on this list are not beans, but they're indeed colloquially called beans. I've created this list here of S tier. These are the best beans. These are beans that have shaped humanity and have transcended culture and boundaries and regions, and they're versatile and delicious. Wood. These are beans that, yeah, I really like them. Wood. B. Generally beloved. People generally enjoy these. It might not be for me. Existence is appreciated is C tier. These beans, you know, we're glad that they exist. Good for being here. D, it's simply a bean. And F is bad beans. These beans should not exist. These beans are dirty, rotten, no good. I love a good combination of rice and beans. F should be bean boozled. I like it. We're gonna add another category, actually. Add row below. I love rice and beans so much. Beginning with the first one on the list. Black beans. These are a delightful gift from God. They're delicious in burritos. They're delicious on the side with rice. If you hate black beans, you might not like fiber. Black beans are kind of gritty. They have a particular beneficial high fiber content. It's an excellent bean. Why are they black? They have a lot of anthocyanin. They have a lot of these pigments in the skin of the seed. These pigments are antioxidants, so they can be potentially good for you. Black beans, S tier. Super nutritious, super good for you. You can boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. All of these things, and they're totally good for you. Black-eyed peas. There was this restaurant that we went to growing up called Black-eyed Peas. And I don't remember what it was, but it was a restaurant. And I think it was like Southern soul food. Black-eyed peas are from Africa. And in the American South, these are really important in Southern cuisine in the United States. I grew up appreciating them, but I never really ate them. There's a band named after them, right? Isn't there a band called Black Eyed Peas? Is Shakira in that? I think they're generally beloved. I think these are good. Fergie, that's the person. I love music. Cannellini. I had to Google this one. What the hell is a cannellini bean? It's a large type of white kidney bean. Its creamy texture, mild, nutty flavor, used in Italian cuisine, particularly in soups and stews and salads. It's sometimes called the white kidney bean. It's a big bean, and it's slightly nutty. A big, white, slightly nutty bean. I don't have any association with this. Chat, what do we think about cannellini beans? Boba Bro, you say they could go with... Okay. Vodka, cream sauce, and fettuccine. I think that's fascinating. It seems like a lot of y'all like these. I'm gonna put it in the end of B. Okay, we hit my favorite. These are chickpeas. God's gift to the world. God so loved us, he gave us chickpeas. Some people call them garbanzo beans. Chickpeas is the word I like to use because it's got the word chick in it, like a little bird, and I love birds. Immediately, top of the list. Black beans, step down. There we go. You can soak them. You can make hummus with it. Or for falafel, make stew. Make hummus. Put them with olive oil and parsley. I always have several different kinds of chickpeas canned. These uncultured swine call it garbanzo beans. But they're good. They're cheap. I can get this for 90 cents. This is the same company. They use both names to appeal to both uncultured and cultured people. Chickpeas. They melt in your mouth if you prepare them the right way. Abharsh has a great inquiry. Can we balance 2 chickpea cans on the head? I think balancing plant material on one's head is quite a critical role of a botanist, actually. But okay, drum roll. Prepare yourselves. Can we hold it for 10 seconds? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey! We're doing it. So, 2 cans on the head. High skill. That takes years of practice. That was pretty close to 10. If you count real quick. 7 seconds? Okay, we'll round up to 10. How's that sound? Chickpeas and black beans. The best darn things to ever exist. Let's look at the next one. This next one is cacao, chocolate. This one we call a bean, but it's not a legume. It is unlike all the others. It's in a different family. It is not one of these fabaceous, beloved friends. We've been bean-boozled. F tier. How dare we be bean-boozled? Another bean-boozled. Coffee. Coffee, we got bean-boozled, but it's flickable. This is the coffee fruit called a drupe. Most of them have 2 halves, and you take those and roast them, and you make your beloved caffeinated beverage. Cranberry bean. Has anyone ever heard of this cranberry bean? Has anyone heard of this? It's a bean. That's all it is. Edamame. You might know this one. If you go at a Japanese restaurant and you get an appetizer, the edamame is a soybean, and they give you the whole fruit, and you manually extract the pulse with your teeth and your mouth. And that labor is so fulfilling. I feel bestial in nature consuming it. The seeds themselves are soybeans. I think it's the top of A tier. I don't think it's the best bean in the world, because then you have all of these skins. If you eat this at a restaurant, you have extracted the edible section, the seed, and now you have the skin that you have to put somewhere. So they have to bring you 2 bowls. Why do they have to bring you 2 bowls to eat something? I want to eat the whole gosh darn thing. Edamame though. Wood smash. In my mouth with teeth. Fava bean. I hear fava bean all the time. But what is it really? We're gonna pull up our help here. AI overview, search labs, Google. A fava bean is called a broad bean. So this one is often used as a cover crop. This is a more important as like a cover crop to help with the soil. You soak fava beans in Chianti? I think what we do is we say that I appreciate it existing. And all of the true beans here associate with bacteria called rhizobia. And they take nitrogen gas from the air and help provide it to the plant in a usable form. This one, I've never heard of, and I cannot seem to get any good information on. Peyote. What is peyote? It's some type of bean that is not apparent to me as an American. It's a French bean. Okay, D tier. Gigante. The big bean. I have to be honest. The big white beans I'm not too fanatical about. I don't really care for them that much. So like Lima beans, Great Northern, Gigante. I'm not too excited by these beans. They're fun to hold. Okay, wait, noob, you have a great point. These big white beans are great for science experiments for early education. As a kid, I remember in third grade getting a paper towel and putting 5 lima beans in it and putting it on the window. Putting it on the window and watching them germinate. It's a fun thing to see little root come out. Gigante bean, it is indeed a bean, but it is large and flickable. Great Northern bean. Another kind of soup bean. This is simply a bean to me. It goes above peyote because it is similar to navy beans. Green beans. They are, in my mind, more important than black-eyed peas. They are super delicious. Now the question is, do they go in A tier or S tier? Black-eyed peas and green beans, to me, often go hand in hand. I love green beans with bacon. I love a green bean casserole. Put some gravy on green beans, actually. Give me collard greens with green beans and bacon fat and onion. That is a tasty meal. Green beans. When I was a kid, green beans were my favorite. Canned green, actually, yeah, I forgot about that. Canned green beans. Green beans, actually, now I'm recounting my life, are functionally, we eat them physiologically immature. So we eat green beans before their seeds are actually ripe. What people do is they pick the fruit of the bean when it's still green, hence the name. Isn't that smart? And the seeds aren't physiologically mature, which means the seeds inside aren't going to grow. So this is like a vegetable. It's kind of like what we do with zucchini. Like zucchini is not physiologically mature. If you left zucchini on the vine, it would turn yellow and there'd be seeds in it. Green beans, wow, okay. I originally was going to put them in B tier, but I would eat green beans every day. Canned green beans were so remarkable for me as a kid. Yeah, okay, it's above edamame because you don't have to worry about the extra trash. What color are they when they're ripe? Let's take a look. This is good. Yeah, they're white. That's what I had anticipated. So we have our Google friend here. This is a green bean. And as you let it grow, it turns white here and it dries. Okay, we're moving on to kidney bean. There's something about them is perturbing to me. Something of them reminds me of a little insect. Okay. Hold on. Everyone in chat is fanatical. Okay, wait, hold on. Is this in gumbo or jambalaya? I think that is the only way I've eaten them. And they're pretty darn good. But when I look at them uncooked, they remind me of little insects. But if they're in a meal, and they're hidden within a soup or a stew, or cooked with rice, ooh wait, that's good. Kidney beans are very British. So, my association with them is Cajun food. And I do love Cajun food. I think they're generally beloved. I'm gonna put them below... Actually, I eat more kidney beans than the other ones. They're actually quite beloved. We stand kidney beans, we say. Lentils. I love lentils so much. Lentils are also a gift from God. You can make so many delicious things with lentils. There are so many types of lentils, and I love them all. When I was in college, ate a lot of vegetarian meals, and what I did was I would make lentils in the style of mashed potatoes. I would eat lentils with rice. There's French lentils that are called like caviar. They're smaller, they keep their shape. Lentil soup, I love lentil soup. I went to a Greek restaurant the other day, and the lentil soup was pretty good. I mean, it was a little bit basic, but it was good. I like bland foods. This lentil soup, impeccable. Put a little bit of Maggi in there, and it's delicious. Or even miso, and then you're solid. It's got a good umami flavor. Lentil curry, yes. I love lentil curry. I don't remember what it's called in South Asian cuisine, but there's a lot of lentil dishes, and I love them so much. Lentils are so good. I am gonna put them below chickpeas. All right, are we ready to look at lima beans? What's the deal with lima beans? So, lima beans are fascinating in that it is a cultivated variety. It's from Mesoamerica and South America, and it became very popular around 1300. The lima bean spread up to what is the Rio Grande in northern Mexico. In South Carolina, they call it the butter bean. I'm leaning towards existence is appreciated or flickable. I think we're gonna go with flickable. No, it is appreciated. I'm gonna put it up above fava. Long beans. These are like long green beans. In Hawaii, there's a horticulture class, and someone grew long beans. They are very long. They're very long, and it almost seems like the smaller the better, actually. I dare say. If it's too long, it's kind of annoying. It could break. It's not very functional. Give me a short green bean. Don't make it so long. Another name for them is the yard-long bean, or the asparagus bean. It's basically a green bean, but really long. Well, how do we feel about it? I've never had anyone say, I love yard-long beans. Give me so many yard-long beans. I've never heard that. It is above cranberry bean, because I've never heard of that one. But it is indeed a bean. Culinarily, there's Indian dishes, Filipino dishes, Suriname dishes, Trinidad and Tobago, Sri Lankan cuisine. Lupini. The bean of the lupin. Apparently they're put into a brine, and they're very firm, and they have a texture like edamame. They're high in protein. I've never seen these. Here's some pictures. This looks Italian. Okay. Rato, you've eaten lupini. It's your birthday, Rato. You get to decide. Rato says they fine, I guess. You know what that means? It's a bean. Bean. Okay, we've hit this one. This is fascinating. I was reading up on this one because I never heard of it. But everything about it is so interesting, I want to eat it immediately. This is called marrowfat. Who names a plant after the fat of an animal or a bone? They say marrowfat. This bean has the texture of like biting through fat, and it melts in your mouth. Has anyone eaten this? I am so curious. I would like to find a cuisine that prepares this appropriately and to eat it. My chickpeas do that, but this plant, marrowfat, that is its whole shtick. That's his literal name. Wild Karma, you said it's S tier. This is my list. I don't know what it... I've never had it. I can't put on S tier. I think I appreciate its existence. I don't know anything about it except what I've read today. But I want to try it. Okay, we've hit mung bean. Mung bean is a good one. Y'all like mung beans?
Yeah.
I don't like the way they smell. That's my one negative thing. If you've had pho or anything that you put bean sprouts on, that's your mung bean. You get all these tiny little beans, and then you germinate them, and then they're radical, the little root sticks out. When the plant doesn't get any red light, specifically the frequency of red light, then the section here elongates, trying to push through the soil because it thinks it's in the soil. Pushing through the soil to reach the light. And then once it gets a light, it stops elongating. Do not give it light, and it creates a really long, thick hypocotyl. Hypo meaning below, cotyl meaning cotyledon. The stem below the cotyledons. These plants are great when eaten for, texture. They don't have a lot of nutritional value. I don't, relatively speaking. So, how do we feel about them? They're generally beloved. I think they're pretty beloved. I'm gonna put them above this one that I have no idea what it is, but everyone else likes them. And mung beans. Mung beans, I suppose they are S tier. Maybe I would. Okay, we're putting them below edamame. Okay, we've hit navy bean. Why does it have this name? Well, the name navy bean is an American term coined because the United States Navy served the bean as a staple to its sailors since the mid-1800s. In Australia, the navy bean production began during World War II, when it became necessary to find an economic way to supply a nutritious food to the troops, especially the Americans who were in Australia. So Australia started growing navy beans because I know the Americans like this. These are called white beans. It is a bean. I think the existence is appreciated because they're an extremely nutritious bean. A minimum. I think they're below black-eyed peas. This is a hard one. Okay, now we can properly rank the navy bean. I think they are below lima beans. I hate to say it. That's the way it goes. Peas. Okay, we hit peas. Everyone loves them, everyone hates them. They're a great source of plant-based protein. There's some protein powders I use that almost exclusively peas. Peas have a crazy smell. The smell might be described as a pea-ness to it. There's a certain pea-ness to the flavor, or the plant protein. This one is right below lentils. This plant, I do not personally like, but it is so important economically. It's definitely S tier. It's so important as a source of protein. It's so important to be added to rice, to soups, to random frozen vegetable packets. Gregor Mendel helped us understand genetics with peas. They're round. They have an unusual dankness to them, but they're good for you. I took a class in college it was like a business engineering class where you had to create a startup based on using plant material for meat alternatives. One company came in to present, and they were just a fragrance company. And what they were doing was they were trying to find different smells to emulate meat that you can add to plants. And the one thing they said is that even the purely isolated proteins from peas, they still smell like peas. Vanilla. We call it a vanilla bean. This is an orchid. We've been bean-boozled. It is not really a bean. It's not in the Fabaceae, not the bean family. Vanilla is a tropical orchid. This is your orchid. Your vanilla plant is an epiphytic orchid. We've been bean-boozled. Okay, we have 5 beans left. This next bean is super important for me, and for many other people here today. This is the pinto bean. Raise your hand if you've eaten a pinto bean. Refry them. Make them delicious and delightful. Everyone who has had good food has had a pinto bean. Is a pinto bean higher tier than black bean? This is the question. Matthew Gaston likes black beans more than pinto beans, but Latinos say S tier. This, I wish I could put on top of black bean. You know what's interesting? I had refried black beans for the first time, 10 years ago. And it changed my life, because I'd only been having pinto beans. I think this is the hardest decision of my life. At no point have I ever had something more challenging. Pinto bean above black bean. Pinto beans, put them in your drunken bean concoction. I stand with Chihuahua. I stand with Coahuila. We're all here together. Pinto bean is above tea. We have hit snow pea. Snow peas. These are fun. And the name is cute. Think about that. Snow pea. That's a Pokemon. Snow pea is a Pokemon. It actually goes above mung beans. Snow pea. I like it. I'm happy with its ranking in A. Okay, we have soybean. God so loved us, he gave us soybean. Soybeans are A tier. Easily. Give it to your cows. If you like beef, then you love soybeans. Soybean is S tier. Now where does it go? Oh no. Okay. Well, I think it's above black bean, easily. Is it above pea? I personally will say it's above pea. I love seitan. I love all the soy products. I love Soylent. Actually, I had a Soylent every day until I realized it made my tummy feel weird. And that might have been a different thing. So who knows? Maybe soy is not to blame. Maybe soy is actually not the culprit. I am going to say, is it above pinto bean? Is soy above lentils? Because of all the different products, I think we're going to say, yes, soy is above lentils. Split pea. This is just the pea that has been cut in half. It is only half of what it used to be. What is half of 1? 0.5. New ranking created. You didn't bean-boozle us. You got half of being bean-boozled. Sugar snap pea. I don't know how this differs from snow pea. The name in French is mengatao. Something like that, which means eat everything. Eat it all. I think it's basically a snow pea, but the wall is thinner. Well, I hope you enjoyed our bean evaluation today. Do you agree with this? Chickpea, number 1. Soy, number 2. Lentils, number 3. And for Latino representation, pinto at number 4. Do you agree with my ranking? Like, follow, sub, smash that like button, leave a comment. Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you do. The more you eat, the better you feel. So eat your beans with every meal.